so nice to hear you guys play. The level of musicianship is just a joy to be around. Everybody, I'm Paul Reed Smith, and I met Rick when I was a guitar repairman at Washington Music when I was 18 years old. And you were, at the time, you were in the Ehrman and Note, and you were playing with Tim Ehrman, and he was known in the store as the best jazz guitar player in the four-state area. And I met Randy because he started circling my band like a shark, wanted to play with us. And Randy was a studio guitar player at Sigma Sound in your teens, right? Mm-hmm. And now he MDs Jill Scott's band and a pile of other bands. And he picked up one of these guitars at PRS in the Arts Relations Department and started to rip off all this beautiful jazz stuff. And I went, maybe we could do a video together, right, to do this. So, Randy, Rick, here we go.
This is great.
Right. The idea for this guitar came at Rudy's Music Stop in New York, and he's got a white guitar there that D'Angelico made that was played in Frank Sinatra's band.
Oh, wow.
And when you play the guitar, it was almost like a portal. You could almost hear Frank sing. It was kind of eerie, right? You bring the hair on your arms up. It was very cool. And when Paul Miles and I, we went up on a train and we played all these amazing archtops up there, and we thought, I think we could make one that would sound really good, and we could change the design of the bracing a little bit so that the back was stiffer and the top was looser, right? Because some of these archtops, the tops are so thick, the only thing vibrating is the air cavity. I wanted the top to vibrate, right? So you and I worked on this thing for a year, and we had a few little issues with it. We changed the pickups, we changed the tailpiece, we changed the bridge, but generally it's about the same as it started. But,
just about, yeah.
But what were the problems that you were experiencing, and what
well, I think when we first got it, we both agreed that we needed to pull the neck in a little bit, 'cause
into the body.
Yeah, when we did that on the first prototype, and then when I got the one. The next one, I pulled it out and I said, man, this thing sounds great. And I mean, it was acoustically playing it and everything. I took it out and used it on some gigs, and started finding there was a couple of places that it was not ringing as much,
Right, and it ended up being the tailpiece.
It was a tail, yeah.
We ended up putting foam under it and doing all kinds of crazy things, and we made it out of a big solid piece of ebony. Problem was gone.
Did that. Took care of it.
So now, what does that? What is it about the?
Well,
properties in the
imagine that you had a wire that came up and a wire that came up and then a tailpiece. What happened was that literally you could hit it and it would ring some notes, and some of those notes, if you played them on the guitar, would be louder, and some of them would be quieter. This one's not really ringing a note.
Gotcha.
It wasn't making a metallic, notey sound, and we were finding that it was affecting the guitar, but this absolutely fixed it. It's floating, it's not touching the body, it's locked in the back, and that was like the last thing, because he would go to a gig and he said, well, it's wonderful, except these few notes I was having trouble with. We were, what is that? And we finally found it in the tailpiece and completely redesigned it.
Right.
But we tried all the metal kinds of tailpieces and it just didn't work out. This worked.
Yeah.